Okay, anyway.
Hello.
Shut up. No, shut up. Oh, no.
Here, I'll do it.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is episode 10. I forgot to mention that. This is episode 10, which is cool.
Oh, so it's special.
It is special, yeah. And that was Sammy.
No, you're special.
Sammy Dominguez. he's our planned special guest for the day.
Yep.
But
if you don't,
our planned first guest, and then our unplanned second guest is Matt Haverkamp.
Hi.
He's another one of our friends. Anyway.
Are you okay?
I'm not special.
Sally, you okay?
I'm just laughing. This is take like 47 for everyone at home. And as you can tell, it's still pretty rough.
For one time when Sal was like, hi.
We've had 4 people on the podcast before, so we are way out of our element.
Oh, yeah. There's only 2 mics.
There's only 2 mics, and we're passing it between each other.
And technically, 2 of them haven't even done this before.
Yeah.
One of them didn't even know it was happening.
We got about 46 warm-ups, though.
So,
Yeah, so now we're
welcome.
Stretched in the voice.
All
Oh,
right,
Jesus.
We also have to make sure we try not to talk over each other. I know that's going to be hard for all of us.
Well, oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Or just to not talk when other people are talking in general.
That's what not talking about.
Well, I mean, like, rather than people talk, I mean, like, having a sidebar over there thinking it won't get picked up or something.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
We did that 10 times already.
We do
How tough that is.
That's what this whole group is. It's all sidebar conversation.
It's ignoring half the other group.
And they just form their own faction.
Yeah.
So,
Right mic rules. That's all.
I was like, what the fuck? And then
Me and Kent are on the right mic. Just FYI. Fuck you guys.
All right, so I'll tell you a little bit about myself.
God, solid.
I live in Manhattan.
Sammy. This is Sammy. It's not
Yep. That's it.
You had to get pity claps from Matt.
There's no one here to clap.
He called Matt no one.
Sammy, is there nothing about your life that you'd like to discuss?
You're married.
No, I'm not.
You're the only one married here.
Oh,
kid.
yeah. I'm the only one married.
You got married.
I'm just
That-
showing off.
Your wedding.
Oh,
kid.
that's right. I'm the non-sinner in the room. Got it.
It was your wedding. Do you remember it?
Yeah, you were in it. You were in place.
But I wasn't getting married.
You were in place for Jake Wrights, who
Yeah.
will also be a guest on our podcast in the future.
Well, he's not here.
Anyway.
Well, that was a shit show.
Okay. But anyway, no, anything like. So
I don't know.
Not married. We know that.
Yeah, not married. Not rich, in debt, and have a dead-end job.
Nice, bro.
All that will be fixed when you win the $1.2 billion jackpot.
1.6.
Ooh, I-
1.6 now?
It's 1.6.
Yeah.
Are you
1.6.
talking about the Mega Millions?
No.
I don't know. There's freaking shut up. There's like a
The
bunch of-
accidental tax break I'm going to get at the end of the year.
I've made sure to spend
No,
my
like there's
share
Mega
already.
Millions and like there's different types of lotteries.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
The
I'm an
only-
asshole.
So the only one that's in the billions right now.
Right, yeah. But there were no winners on that one. So
All right, moving on to
Oh, I didn't know that.
the.
I didn't even
That's
buy
why
a
it
ticket.
got bumped up again.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what we should do tonight. We should all go to the gas station, buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, we'll podcast that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bring it with us.
Bring the whole set with us. Do you have a generator? We can...
Good luck, Kent.
Just plug it into the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Actually,
All right,
think we
we're
could.
not entertaining this idea anymore. Anyway, moving on to the next unwed person here, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt. So I'm Matt Haverkamp, and I too am unwed apparently. And
Apparently.
are you or aren't you?
What do you
I
mean?
know,
What is it?
Ken's just calling everyone.
What do you mean apparently? I'm apparently unmarried.
And
Tell that to my wife.
Continue.
Anyway, sorry.
What do you do for a living?
I work a dead-end job as well.
Oh
Oh,
I
gosh.
too live in Manhattan.
Bro, me too. I don't live in
It's
Manhattan.
the
though.
dream.
Yeah, it's the American dream, bro. We're all a bunch of millennials working dead-end jobs, and somehow we're all lazy. And
Are we
destroying
all
the
going to
economy.
school? No, Matt's not.
I am.
I'm going to school.
What are you going to school for, Sammy?
I told you this a month ago. but-
I know you told me. Don't
Got this.
tell the podcast.
Well, then don't make it seem like I'm supposed to tell you. You're like, oh, I didn't know. Anyways, Game
So
design. I'm going for game design.
Yeah.
He whispered it because he felt the shame.
I am also in school for game design. I feel you, Sammy.
Oh, are you?
I'm also in school,
I wanted to.
but
talk
for
sensually.
flying, as you guys know, which is cooler than game design? Trademark.
Yeah. As the guest, I'll keep this thing going. What subjects in the news happened that you guys want to talk about? Doesn't have entertainment,
Sammy's studying.
politics. I'm ready for this podcast.
I don't know if it was in the news, but the last 20 minutes of my work, me and
Oh, so no.
That's like news.
So it might
for
be in the
him.
news.
News works fast nowadays.
Oh my God, there's a story leading into it.
Okay.
So we were at work, and me and my friend Athena were talking about different ways that the world could end, and like we were excited because we were super nihilists at work because work sucks. And I was talking about she was bringing up global warming and how there was just a study saying like by 2030 blah 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 millions of people will die if we don't do anything, and even if we do
About
something
what?
we have to do global warming.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought, okay.
And I was like, yeah, there's that, or we could go at any point in time thanks to the super volcano in Yellowstone.
Yep.
And then the 60-year-old lady that worked back there just turned with a big ass smile on her face. She was like, I'm intrigued. She's like, I love topics like these. And I was like, oh my God, us
How do
too.
you light a super
And she was just like, I have she's like one of those doomsday preppers. And she was like, I have a whole shelter with food and water. And she was like,
I do
and
not
then-
blame her.
and then she was like-
honestly.
and this is the part that I was like, I don't know if it's in the news. She said that apparently there's a bunch of volcanoes under Antarctica that are getting activated, to which I said, oh, yay. So it doesn't matter for global warming because they're melting regardless.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's real because she's an old lady.
Let's look it up.
Target hires interesting people.
Name drop his job.
Whatever.
How dare you name?
Panera.
How dare you name drop his multinational?
Panera and Target do not
billion-dollar
endorse this
business.
message.
What?
Oh, that was it. I just.
Is that it? Your story?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say we could talk about that, but I'm not sure if it's actually in the news.
News or about the nut? I thought you were leaking.
The volcano thing, I don't know if that's real news, but the old lady who could be delusional mentioned it. That's why I'm saying maybe? Question mark?
That's actually scary.
Well, let's
Yeah.
just look it up.
I hate delusional old ladies.
Scientists discovered 91 volcanoes below the Antarctica's ice sheet. That was in 2017.
Oh, so she wasn't delusional completely.
So we are all gonna
In
die.
June of 2018, a volcano climate shock heat source under Antarctica could be melting. A melting giant volcano. Okay. It sounds real from
Antarctica or
Yeah,
the Arctic
quick.
Circle?
Antarctica.
Antarctica. We're gonna die.
Yeah, so it sounds like the coastal cities are fucked regardless.
So thank God for Kansas.
Yeah, we're in the middle of everything.
I looked at the thing, I was like, assuming that the water rises and nothing happens to the weather, Kansas should be fine.
We can handle
Beachfront
tornadoes,
property.
it's fine.
Yes, only tornadoes
Oh,
happen.
fun
Ken.
fact! I read yesterday tornadoes are hitting in places they haven't in years.
Oh yeah.
So Manhattan's probably on the map now.
Wait, Manhattan
Kansas.
wasn't it already on the
No. Last tornado they had was in 1990 something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is it? I thought that was one. No, or did it just hit right outside of Manhattan?
It hit the highway outside. Well,
Gotcha.
yeah. I mean, hit
It
the
might
highway
have just
outside.
barely missed city limits or something.
Like
Something stupid.
Dabbed
on it. The whole tornado.
Lived in Kansas for 19 years and I've never ever seen a tornado.
I've never seen one.
Saw it get windy.
I think they're myths.
The
I don't think they're real.
God, just like giraffes. We're not getting into it.
Have you ever seen a giraffe outside a zoo? I don't think so.
What about a giraffe?
giraffe.
So I have only seen one tornado, and it was in Wyoming.
Yeah. So
What?
Kansas tornadoes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You showed me a video.
I filmed it because I was like, oh my God, they exist. Yeah. 'Cause, like, yeah.
Oh wow.
So
It was
Real
blurry
life.
though, like a Bigfoot picture.
Yeah, right. So, it could have been edited.
it was walking away. I don't know what to say.
Looking behind at the camera.
Like you could clearly see the man in the tornado
That motion
costume.
over his
The
shoulder.
cows were the cows that were flying in the vortex were clearly men in suits. It's
Jesus Christ. Getting thrown?
I volunteered for this.
Good.
keep the myth alive.
I want to believe.
Oh my god.
Speaking of myths, I found out Canada has their own version of the Loch Ness monster that apparently was caught on video.
It's super
But really, all they
polite.
caught was what looked to be a tree branch to me.
It was.
All Loch Ness Monster picture.
It was in that moment I realized he was 43 stories tall and asked for 350.
We aren't old enough to make that reference. That was an old episode of South Park.
And I seen it.
Yeah,
South Park.
me too. I unfortunately haven't seen the last season.
I,
Like that last half
I
of the
am
last
actually
season.
all caught up, actually. It's pretty
But you don't have time to edit.
Okay, so Sam, everyone appreciates that drag. Just throwing that out there. What people at home don't know is that he also binge watched 5 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which has 20 episodes per season
man.
or more
That was
in a week.
before we did the
That's
podcast.
fine. I'm just sad that you had to watch that show.
You don't like the show?
It's boring.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a great show, trademark.
Trademark.
10 out of 10. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is good.
Wow, 10 out of 10s.
I want to give it a 10, but it's pretty good.
The last 2 seasons, I was freaking, I couldn't breathe.
Is that the one?
I love the time travel and the
Season 4 was 10 out of 10. Season 5 was like 8.5 out of 10.
Season 4 when they're in the.
Is that the
when
one
they're
you
in the
showed me
system,
where they
whatever it's
just
called.
Where they fight?
where they just throw the main character outside of the?
Yeah, spoiler alert. She just yeets Graviton
That
into
sounds just like a
space.
terrible.
They lost funding in season 5.
They did, yeah.
Like so
They
much.
did a good job of it, though.
Except the ending.
At the very end, yeah.
I mean, all that build up just to be like, "Eh," and then he can't control gravity all of a sudden.
he was just like, I just got yeeted.
That's what happened to South Ceiling.
It was like a super.
Well, he can control gravity, but he can't breathe in space.
Right. So
Yeah,
why
but
didn't
he's saying he could have just stopped himself from going to space, kind of
Oh,
thing.
he
I'm
was-
assuming, right?
Well, no, he
Right?
was well, I guess so, but maybe he was leaving Earth's atmosphere too quickly.
Let me explain this in terms Sam might understand. So in Marvel Contest of Champions, right?
Okay.
You know, Quake can cause concussion charges just from shaking the
Right,
ground
yeah,
because
yeah.
she could shake your head, which makes your brain go back and forth and give you concussion.
I didn't know that's how she did it, but yeah, okay.
So
Alright.
if she yeeted him that hard, he might have just fucking went brain
Blinked.
dead. No, he probably
Blinked and
just
went in space.
his brain probably hit the back of his skull and was just like, what the fuck just happened? And then he was in space and
Why
died.
didn't she just do that earlier?
No one ever asked that.
Pass.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to buy that.
Can we talk about how
No,
they
what?
canceled
Oh,
Luke Cage?
Just getting ignored.
Yeah, that one surprised me. Iron Fist, I wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah.
But Luke
same.
Cage definitely surprised me.
I was on board with Iron Fist though by the end.
Were you?
Yeah.
So it was really sad because I was like, oh, that could have been. It could have been. He had 2 fists.
So mine was a
He
mix,
didn't have 2 fists before?
No, before he only had the one. By the end,
which
he
was
had-
stupid.
yeah, like.
Because in the comics, he's like, his whole
Oh, you
thing
mean
was like
his,
2
his
fists.
weapon.
Iron Fist.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
he had his hand
It's
cut
like
off.
golden fist.
I haven't
He's walking around with a
power.
stump until the end of the second season. He might as well have been. He just punched things with the one fist and kicked shit. And it's
It was
like,
really bruised and swollen and bad.
but
And then he got glowy guns.
then they canceled it, and it was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
But
Oh god.
I've never had a show canceled on me.
From what I understand,
I
it's just
enjoyed.
because of the Disney streaming service that's coming up.
So they're gonna
So-
cancel it on Netflix and bring it to the Disney streaming service?
Well, Netflix
The way
is the
I
one who
understand
canceled
it is
it.
they're gonna leave it canceled, but they're gonna combine the two as Heroes for Hire,
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
since that's what the Heroes for Hire comics are
So
always about.
What's it about? Explain it.
Luke Cage and Iron Fist
That's it.
getting
Teaming
paid
up
to be
together to
heroes.
fight
Okay,
crime.
cool.
Could it
why,
just,
why does Iron Fist need to be paid? He's a fucking billionaire.
He's probably just there for the ride, to be
Okay,
honest.
cool.
I guess the same
he
reason
can't
why
carry his
Batman
own series.
runs around and does stuff.
Yeah, one of the coolest parts in the Luke Cage, in the second season of Luke Cage, is when Iron Fist teamed up with him. I really like that part.
Yep.
I like Iron Fist a lot more.
And same thing for Iron Fist season 2 is when Luke Cage's character Misty Knight came in and helped out too.
Yeah, Luke Cage made everything better, but they canceled it, so I don't know. But
Together they could succeed, but not apart.
I'm definitely not gonna
That is all.
buy the Disney.
I feel like there's
streaming
something
service.
else that got canceled, but I don't remember.
Probably Defenders.
Oh no, I was thinking of the.
Well, I mean, that is
Um,
canceled, but
Is it? Oh, wait, really?
they've confirmed that they're not going to do anything besides the one mini-series. All it technically was a mini-series, so that means it's not supposed to have another
The
season.
The next
anyways.
one's gonna be Defenders with a Z.
Defenders is disappointing.
Have you guys seen Venom?
I have.
Yes.
Has everyone?
I was
has-
going to watch it today, but
Right, Mike Rules.
How was it? Was it really as bad as people say?
You give your opinion, then I'll give mine.
It was a fun time, but not a good movie.
Okay.
Agreed.
So like you
So
go
Really stupid a lot of the time.
Yes, but
So
it
if you
was
watched it
fun if you just
yourself,
like
you
the
would-
action fun, the interaction between like Venom and Tom Hardy fun, the plot stupid.
Oh.
Well, I love those movies.
No, I don't think so.
That's my whole
No.
Adam Sandler thing.
Oh.
But none of it was okay. So I think the reason why it was fun is because there were good parts, but none of it was annoying dumb.
Venom was
Oh.
like
I was
he was
talking-
comedy
yeah.
the whole time.
Was it as
I was
trash?
talking
like Adam Sandler.
90s
Was it
Adam
as trash
Sandler.
as
the reviews say, like the critic reviews?
No, the critics totally lied.
Because I was gonna say, because I watched the critic reviews were like 3 out of 10, but
yeah.
then next to it said 90% of users like the movie, and I was like, where's the? Where,
What is the truth?
yeah, what,
Like the movie, but they hate the idea.
I didn't realize I had this issue until I watched a video on it. The part where Riot's.
I haven't seen the movie.
Do you want to no spoilers?
I don't know if I'm gonna see it or not.
The other symbiote.
the other symbiote.
Basically.
Well,
I'll see
okay,
it,
I know
but I
he's
don't
there.
care
There's a
about
part.
I
It
know
doesn't
he's
spoil too much.
Okay,
I
go
don't
ahead.
think.
I don't care anymore.
Okay. So,
I lost my will to care halfway through that conversation.
so there's a part. The bad guy is like head of like a space export. He's like an Elon Musk, but evil, and that's it. That's his character.
So Elon
That's
Musk.
Elon
He's,
Musk.
he's an evil.
Elon
oh,
Musk's
okay.
evil.
He's not.
How did you not pick that up?
He's not.
I didn't know he was
He's an
evil.
evil billionaire.
I follow him on Twitter.
He will be if people keep calling him evil.
He's gonna one day just be like, you know
No,
what?
no, no, no.
He's a paid.
Fine.
Anyway. So
I'm just gonna drop us out.
So by the end of the movie, Riot has convinced evil Elon Musk to
Regular
go
Elon Musk.
to go into space to get more symbiotes. First of all, that's stupid.
That's
but anyway,
scary, but
it's
okay.
dumb. But anyway, so he goes into the control room and it's like, start the rocket that's already ready to go. And they're like, okay. And then he kills everybody. And then he goes out to the rocket. And then he they
Is
start.
that
their-
the scene where he's standing in that control room and does
and then
a-
he slices everybody's heads off,
Oh.
and none of those computers controlled or anything, so it doesn't matter that they just got destroyed.
No, the rocket's on. That's all.
So the rocket's on, so everything is like
as long as
disconnected from it now.
as long
And
as
then
he gets into space.
but he runs up the side of the rocket and gets
Okay.
into a door on the side of the rocket, like a
Okay.
fucking cartoon.
He opens
Oh.
the hatch.
Like there's just a hatch on the side of the rocket for people to open. It's like
Oh,
They had to get in somehow.
well now I want to
yeah,
watch
from
it.
the elevator, but this is like on the freaking nose of the rocket, and it's so dumb.
Now I want to watch it.
It's a fun movie to watch, and
Do I have to be with a friend?
Venom? Yes,
I think it would help. Yeah.
It would
What kind of
definitely
rocket
help.
is?
Because I was gonna watch it by myself.
It
To
was
be
like an
honest.
Elon Musk rocket, actually.
Oh, so it could land
The
itself.
Falcon Heavy.
Yeah, the Falcon Heavy.
It's reusable. Well, not anymore, but
But,
what?
well, one of them.
Spoilers.
The biggest one came down. Two of the smaller ones. Just though.
Ken, I don't
We were talking
know.
about the one that
Maybe
Venom
it did.
took.
Are we talking about the movie one now?
No, now we're talking about the real one. I think.
Yeah, they
But
are. They're yeah. One
Venom.
missed.
Venom was funny. Like the character Venom was funny. I liked him.
The jokes in the trailer really threw me
That
off.
was one joke.
They're pretty lame.
That was one
Like
joke.
the one when he's in the
That's the
store,
one. That's at
yeah.
the very end too.
Is it?
Yeah,
very
it's
end.
basically an intro
Right
scene.
before the.
I don't know what's
credits.
wrong with these marketing teams lately.
I know.
Because
They
like the
just
Teen
don't
Titans, have you
care.
seen the Teen Titans trailer?
And how it's
Everyone
awful.
who's watched Teen Titans has said it has nothing to do. Like it's so they made the trailer so like
So bad.
teen popish.
I hate Starfire.
Is that the best way to say it?
I hate Starfire
Why?
because she. Isn't,
I haven't seen it. Why?
Well, because she isn't like a happy-go-lucky character.
I thought
She's-
isn't she
she's
supposed to be
all-
like a happy-go-lucky alien?
Yeah, she's not. She's like a totally serious like.
Oh, she's a prostitute in this one, like an actual prostitute.
dressed
Dressed like one. Yeah, that's what everyone says.
No, I think she's like actually like her. That's her mo. Is like.
I have
is
something to
a
say.
prostitute, right?
Kidding.
I have something to say.
I think
That
that's what she
I have something to say.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
It might help with this. So I watch a movie reviewer who also watches TV shows, and she unfortunately bought the DC streaming service.
Ooh,
yeah. So she's been watching Teen Titans, and she specifically addressed these issues, right? Just from the trailers and the photo op beforehand.
Okay.
But she's watched, I believe, the first 6 or the first however many episodes
think
are out
there's
right
like-
now. I think it's like
Well,
2
I
or
don't
3.
know how they do it. I don't know.
It's
if they
like
release the
weekly.
whole thing. Oh, lame.
So I think it's like 2 or 3 episodes, and she said, so she specifically mentioned how Starfire is just like a prostitute, and she doesn't
Yeah.
like it either. But she actually now has gone on to say that Starfire is one of her favorite characters, and that she's pretty sure Starfire is just in like an undercover kind of mission, and that's why she's dressed like that, because she changes her outfit later. So like that's not her official outfit.
It sounds like she's
Kinda
just
thing.
getting her
Why would
hopes
they?
up.
Why would they choose the shittiest outfit to advertise her?
It was a non-spoiler review, so I don't know.
Oh. I heard from another non-spoiler review that they spoiled that she was actually well, not. She was a. I'd have to watch it because I feel like I was spreading misinformation. But this person said that she was playing a hooker, and for a different reason,
So what
like
I'm
for
getting-
the government or something.
What I'm getting.
Yeah,
from
there's like
this-
undercover mission.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
What I'm
So it wasn't like.
But she was still.
Yeah.
hook.
Yeah, no, she definitely was. But she's
Sorry.
Yeah.
What I'm getting from this is that DC is doing what DC does, and they're taking everything and making it dark. Is that?
Yeah.
Is that basically what
Let's
I'm
take
saying?
that.
Yeah, even their happy-go-lucky stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what's bad?
What?
Apparently, Beast Boy in that show, the first scene you see him in, he's robbing a Best Buy, which is okay, whatever.
So yes,
Best Buy
DC
he's
robbing
shape.
what
He's all shape-shifted. You know what? Guess what animal he chose? Do you think he was a mouse or a little cat or anything? No, he chose to be a tiger,
I thought so.
a giant tiger. And so he's sitting there trying to pick up the game with his paw, and the security guard comes up and is like, "Oh my God, there's a tiger in here." And so that was Beast Boy's plan, was to be a tiger to rob the place.
I want to see the
And it was like they just did it just to make it like, oh look, he can do this.
I want to see.
Like
the,
why?
I want to see the security guard walk up and just be like, "Oh great, there's a tiger in here," and then walk away.
Who did this? Who did this?
I don't get paid
Good
enough for
joke,
this.
guys.
You're fucking hilarious.
Fucking cut! We're supposed to have more emotion.
But apparently the CGI is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a TV show, so. that
Well,
makes
like
sense.
worse than a TV show.
I heard the
Would
new
you say-
Marvel shows that are coming out.
But I heard it's
like
not a
the
terrible show.
The TV series Marvel ones are going to be great, though. They're going to have gigantic budget.
Yeah,
Uh,
Which ones?
The movie
ones
ones, like
on
the
the
one that
Disney.
Loki's going to be in.
Yeah, and
Scarlet
Scarlet
Witch.
Witch.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of Scarlet Witch, she said that things get a lot worse in the movie, and
I
not
said
to
that
get your hopes up,
I heard that too.
which really crushed
A
me.
lot worse.
Yeah.
In the
She tweeted.
Infinity War.
Yeah, she responded to someone who said,
so
"It's
excited
gonna get
now."
a lot worse. Don't get your hopes up," or something like that.
so
And I was like,
excited.
"Oh, okay. Well,
I hope people stay dead. Like honestly.
I
hope
wonder
people
if
stay dead.
I don't know what's gonna
Loki
happen.
obviously isn't dead, or it's a prequel or something. I don't know.
Well,
I
Scarlet
mean-
Witch disappeared too, and she's confirmed to have a TV series.
Well, she's gonna be in there.
So-
Yeah.
I guess maybe they just reverse time. I don't know.
It could be that they don't think that they'll ever have any great plans for Scarlet Witch for a movie, so they're just
Which is
covering
stupid.
their own
Or
asses
they're
there.
all in like the other universe that
Right.
Thanos, except
Yeah,
Loki's
suppo-
just dead.
So let's be in the Soul Stone, except Loki died before the snap.
I don't think he died though.
I mean, that's
But
the thing.
yeah,
A lot,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
another theory where Loki's in Valhalla, and Thor has to do some sort of trip there, but I don't really know.
Did you see their new
specifics on
suits?
No.
They sent a picture of their new suits that looks like they're wearing the suits from Ant-Man.
Did you read the text on the bottom of that too?
No.
The text supposedly mentions a new villain.
A new villain.
Yeah, it doesn't say who. It just says.
What else
something,
do they got?
something. It's like something about the characters
Galactus?
embarking to go fight
Would
a
they bring-
new, greater threat.
Oh, because
Something like
he
that.
wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Adam Warlock is a hero, right?
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not
But I
familiar with
think
that.
he can go crazy.
Okay, cool. He's part of.
There's
the
a reason why he's in a cage.
Yeah, he's part of the Sovereign, so I imagine it's kind of nuts.
Psst.
Yes, sir.
Have any of you guys heard the potentially leaked trailer for Avengers 4?
No.
that. No.
Is that recent?
Yeah,
Oh.
like within the past 2 days.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm always a week
I
behind.
have
Okay.
not seen anything on Reddit about it, so. It must
Yeah, that's where I get most of my news. Reddit and
I would
YouTube.
expect that to be at the very top of all.
Okay, continue, Sal.
I don't remember all of it, but it
Oh,
was good. I just watched
Ooh,
like
should
at
I-
least two
I
different.
don't know if I want to ruin this for me.
At least two different YouTubers mentioned
I
it,
don't
and
want
they
to
talked
ruin
about it, and they thought it was fairly credible, but it's hard to tell with the information we have, which is nothing.
Well, yeah, that's
So-
hard to confirm stuff when you have no
anything could be
information.
possible.
Essentially, I remember the trailer saying something about the people in the white suits, so like Thor and Rocket and
Right.
whatnot. They're embarking into space to form an army to fight Thanos, and one of the main people they're trying to recruit is Captain Marvel.
With creatures.
Well,
They get, like,
I mean, maybe that could be true, but then why would
Nick Fury do the
Nick
messaging
Fury
thing.
send them for a message anyways?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to know.
Maybe they just maybe they have to go pick her up. Like
I want to know where Captain Marvel is. Like, I'm so interested. Like, is she on the moon? Or
Sounds like she's. From what I've heard, it
Just
sounds
like,
like
just floating around in space,
well,
sticking
from what-
around.
It sounds like to me she's either in a different universe or yeah, she just went off somewhere like in space.
I think-
but even then, how did she got real lucky? The snap didn't hit her.
Or Thanos got really unlucky.
Yeah.
He's about to get clobbered.
He doesn't look like he cares anymore, especially at the end. He's like, all right.
And so that's why everyone's thinking that the new villain thing is probably true. And because supposedly the leaked title is Annihilation, people are thinking they're going to go off the Annihilation storyline where they had Annihilus, who's just basically a giant Mothman that has an insect army, like giant insects.
Oh my god.
And
Sounds
he,
like the DC
yeah,
universe.
and
Yeah, it
so that could be how everything gets worse, like from Scarlet Witch says.
DC universe is taking over the MCU.
That'd be a really big ramp
Yeah.
up.
Maybe
That'd be
that's
a
how they
huge
try
ramp
to
up.
they try to convince Thanos.
And then see, that's why I was thinking Thanos.
Oh
They
my
might even be able to
God.
finish Thanos as a hero, because Thanos could use the Infinity Gauntlet one last time
And
and
just
just
reverse what he
destroy. Because he's all about like balance of life. But if an entire annihilation wave is coming to kill
How did
all
all
life,
them didn't get snapped?
well, they're-
Whatever.
So I
don't
thought
know.
about
I'm
that
just
today at
thinking too
work.
deep,
This
but
is just
yeah.
me thinking, just based off regular insects. If you got rid of every life, half and half, you still have
Yeah.
half the insect army.
Right.
But insects reproduce way faster. So they could have just a
Dig deep.
giant army, because it's also supposedly this movie's going to take 5 years into the future,
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
So-
I hope they show
yeah,
like
a
just-
time jump,
I hope they just show the world in like,
which is
just
supposed to add
Armageddon.
more weight to it.
Yeah.
That's
because-
why,
I like that.
Yeah.
That's why
Why
they
they had-
movies do that.
Yeah.
that's why they had Ant-Man's daughter had a new
Yes.
actress cast for her.
Yeah, for they said like 17ish,
Yeah,
which is about
roughly.
5 years older than where she's at right now.
Wow.
And so they're trying to do that to add weight to it, to be like, this is how the world moved
This is
on.
how long the world has
Everyone
been
just
to
kind of had to
that.
deal with it,
That's
kind of
badass.
thing.
Wow,
like that.
that's
So
really
maybe-
depressing.
Maybe there's a Stark
Which could
baby.
also be another reason how Scarlet
You
Witch
said
is like it gets
There-
so
maybe
much
there's a
worse.
Stark baby.
A Stark baby.
out there.
Oh yes, nice.
Ooh, a Stark baby.
I heard. Ooh, maybe Miles Morales will be part of the.
Well, do we know
that's a different
if,
universe.
if Iron Man's wife got snapped or not?
She's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
The directors kind of
Oh.
gave off some people. Like Valkyrie's fine too. Valkyrie was part of that space mission too.
And Ned is fine. That's
Valkyrie,
all that
the
matters.
girl from Thor.
Oh, they said that. Oh.
yeah.
Ned is fine
Um,
too. So that's
Who?
Ned,
Ned.
the man in the
Peter-
chair.
Peter's
Peter's friend.
friend.
He's okay.
Okay.
But Bruce Banner.
Oh, thank God.
But Bruce Banner's girlfriend is dead, which is fine because I don't like her.
Exactly.
Is that like
Bruce
the
Bruce Banner from the
Colonel's
old Hulk
daughter or
movie.
something like that?
Yeah, the Colonel's daughter.
She wouldn't recognize him anyway. It's fine.
But I heard a theory that like Tony is gonna like go to Thanos, and Thanos is gonna be like, "This was too big of a price, and I don't want it anymore." He's
Well, he
basically
killed
gonna,
his fucking
He already
daughter.
said
and
it
he's
was worth it.
and he's basically gonna give it to Iron Man, and Iron Man's gonna save the whole universe or something like that. Is
Well,
that
there's a
what-
lot of ideas.
Also, the planet he's on is Titan.
Right. Yeah.
I knew that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Figured.
Did you guys also hear the theory? This was just someone coming up with shit, supposedly also leaked. But so they're like jumping through time with Ant-Man, because I'm sure you guys seen Ant-Man and the Wasp by now.
Nope.
No, I was
Oh.
gonna rent that this week.
Oh, I have it on my TV. We could watch it here.
Well, sorry, Isaac.
We're not. It would be my 5th time. But
Did you get Mario Party real quick?
no.
Okay,
didn't.
continue.
You don't deserve your
I'm sorry.
PS4.
This just set the whole tone for the rest of the podcast.
So at the end of Ant-Man, they go down to get some particles, and then Michelle Pfeiffer just drops
is it
some
like a fawn?
serious exposition. She's like, "Hey, avoid the time vortexes. Look out for the time vortexes.
Don't go into the vortex.
Yeah, whoops. Be careful."
Be careful,
Yeah.
guys.
So obviously, time vortex, time travel, Avengers 4.
Time vortex, guys.
So there's thoughts that they're going back in time. I'm sure you guys all heard this, to get the Infinity Stones from different, and like slowly the Infinity
My other
Stones are going to
th-
disappear
okay.
from Thanos' gauntlet.
My theory was they're going to use time travel just to get Captain Marvel there, because she shows up super early. So I don't know. I mean, I guess she could still. I have to see Captain Marvel.
The only
first.
cool part I wanted to bring up was that Thanos starts realizing it because they're disappearing from his gauntlet. So he then uses the time stone to go back and try and stop them.
Sounds like a.
And then
big-ass
Captain
gauntlet.
America dies because he sacrifices himself to hold him off, and he picks up Thor's hammer and fights Thanos
Oh
1v1
my God.
and
What
dies
a
that
fan
way.
service.
Like
hate
Mjolnir
it.
hammer though. So like to
That'd be
show
a
he's
cool
like,
theory.
and they were like, it
so
kind of
cool.
already hinted at it because he almost lifted it
Right.
in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
But man, like
And
part
so,
of me
like, that's
wants
how he
all this to be true,
sacrificed
part of me
himself and
doesn't, 'cause
dies.
then I'd be like, well, I knew all this was gonna happen.
There's so many things getting thrown at the wall that if this happens,
But they
I'm
all
like,
sound true. They all have like.
they all
We've
could
all
work.
heard the plot, we just don't know it yet.
Yeah, it's there. We've heard one of the plots. We don't know which one's real though.
There's also another theory that Wong is able to talk to Doctor Strange while he's in the Soul Stone, because they're all in like just the soul world, and so that's how they're gonna help get them free. Is Doctor Strange is gonna tell Wong what his plan was, and then Wong's gonna be like.
So all the
yeah.
heroes are still alive somehow. Besides, obviously,
They're all like in
at
the
end.
soul
It's a
stone.
Marvel
supposedly.
movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah, a little bit more
Right.
fun than
Yeah.
everyone else.
Also,
All the
comics.
important ones are still.
Remember when
working.
Daredevil had an entire building dropped on him and he's fine?
No.
I mean, they like didn't cover that at all ever, but
When Superman
Season
got
3.
his
Matt.
ass fucking rocked in
It's already out.
I know, but I
BVS,
have to
and
watch
then he was
everything
alive
else
again in Justice League. Remember that?
Yeah,
I
because I
do.
thought he would never die. Right? He was
it's
just in his.
stupid.
why do I feel like we're just
Okay,
the
well, let's
Greats
switch
in
over
South
to
Park?
DC
Remember?
real quick.
Yeah, remember how?
DC is shit. Conversation over.
Remember how?
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
There are
I-
some redeeming qualities.
Remember how Superman came
Oh,
back to life and outclassed all the other
remember when
heroes,
they
and then
fired
1v1 fucking Steppenwolf by himself?
Remember when they fired their actors for Batman and Superman?
Remember when they had a stupid villain named Steppenwolf?
They did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, nobody does because he was a fucking stupid villain and he had no depth at all. Oh, I'm Steppenwolf.
Oh, is
That's
that
it.
accurate? Is that an accurate reference?
Yeah. The only thing he didn't mention was his love for these boxes.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna destroy the world. That was his whole motivation.
I think the best part is like my mom's not very smart, right? And she watched those movies. And she was just like, yeah, he had these boxes and he was just trying to get them together to make a giant plant of fire. And I was like, Mom, you know what? I don't think that was quite what they were going for, but you're right. That's what happened. I was like, I mean, I don't fault you because that's literally it. They just got all the boxes together and then this giant fucking root system just started spiraling up and it was kind of fiery hellfire. And we were just like, what the fuck is going on?
Who do you think they're gonna replace?
So that happened.
Those actors. Do you think they're just gonna leave them out now?
I heard a rumor they were going to replace Henry Cavill with the black guy.
Maybe. Yeah,
Interesting.
maybe. Yeah. I mean,
heard-
I think it's a rumor.
I heard Martin Freeman was gonna be the new Superman.
Absolutely every way that's good.
That'd be awesome.
What hit?
I heard Wonder Woman is just going to be Batman and Superman and just officially
That's
carry
fine.
the entire
That is
DC
fine.
universe.
That is fine.
She like has full Wonder Woman outfit, Superman cape, Batman mask.
and just a few batarangs. Like this is
An invisible Batmobile.
Whoa, guys!
I'm just running.
It's just like a pedaled, powered fucking Batman.
Flintstones just
Yeah.
runs in.
With the sound effects. With the sound effects and everything. That'd be cool. Yeah.
That's really good.
I would watch this movie so much.
DC's only path is to go batshit crazy and like bring in the fifth dimension characters or something.
Okay, what are the fifth dimension characters?
The fifth
I
dimen-
interrupted you.
The fifth dimension, yeah, the fifth dimension characters are.
The last time.
Anyway, the fifth.
Ooh, juicy.
The fifth.
What happened?
The fifth dimension.
Shazam.
We didn't cut this. We didn't cut this at all. The fifth dimension characters, as far as I remember them from when I was watching the cartoons as a kid. They're just little. They're little characters who come from the fifth dimension that can like alter time and space and reality. And I think the only way to get rid of them is say their name backwards or something.
That's it?
But no, they're
I don't want 'em then.
They're crazy. They're crazy though, and they like cause a bunch of shit to happen. But like one of them's like a fan of Batman, so he dresses up as Batman, and it's.
The
Shazam.
problem is they
All
all
I'm
have
saying is that
Polish
it's the
last
only
names.
way that DC can go because they're completely in a hole right now.
Okay. but is Shazam like part of their universe? Fully?
Hey,
Like in the universe? Or
Yeah,
is it just a separate movie?
Shazam is. Oh, I don't know anymore. with all the Superman and Batman shit,
might
I have
just-
no idea what's happening.
They might just fire him. They're just gonna fire
Might
him.
just say,
after
we're actually not going to do this.
guys, can we just come up with our own conspiracy theory and start spreading it like it's the truth?
Okay, about what?
AIDS.
No, let's stay away from that.
That worked already.
It was very successful.
You don't get it from sitting on the same toilet seat as somebody else.
The rumors spread as fast as the actual disease.
Aw,
Which is a lot.
terrible. Okay. Okay.
Anyway.
Um.
But
What conspiracy? You brought it up.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna come up with one. So let's start off with a topic.
Well, you get to start.
Do we want to go with?
Don't yell at him.
All right. Do we want to go with public health, like Matt brought up, or do we
that's
want
a
to
little
go
too
off?
serial.
Private health.
So what I'm thinking.
Who cares?
So yeah, but you need to hone in on one.
I mean, hit like he's it's too. It's like who cares? It's all fiction.
Because it's been done before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fair enough. We could just add on to a conspiracy.
I can
and
tell
make
you
it worse.
conspiracies I've heard.
I would love
Okay.
to hear
Wait.
some.
Yeah.
So
The Earth is flat.
No one's heard that one before. That's original.
that is proven fact.
I want to hear Sammy's.
So most of them stem from Ancient Aliens, the TV show.
Okay.
But they go off on tangents sometime and talk about like some
Forever.
other deep stuff too. Like scientifically, they'll teach you stuff so that they can explain their alien theory. But one of the theories that they talked about for some reason was that JFK was never shot, and that
What was that coming out of his
and that well, he wasn't shot by the guy, which a lot of
by
people say,
aliens.
right?
Oh.
But it wasn't by aliens. It was just kind of a. Basically, they're talking about how the CIA has released a bunch of. You can read all these.
There was a
files
second shooter on the grassy knoll.
Let him talk.
What? There was a. They think there's a second.
We knew
shooter
that
on
when
the,
we
on
visited
the-
Beyonce's hometown.
They think that a guy with an umbrella shot him
No, she's
because
from
they never
Houston.
saw him again.
It is, yeah.
What? I missed all that because I was talking.
Teach you.
Teach you to talk.
I'm sorry.
We went there and
I thought-
the people working there were like, no, there was not a second shooter.
Yeah, but what do
Yeah,
they
but
know?
They're in on it.
But they work there.
Yeah, they.
Oh shit, you're right.
It's a conspiracy. How would
damn
they
it,
know?
Ken.
They make money.
Look at all this
for-
falsified evidence we have.
They make money by having people go to where they say the shooter is.
I was
Point
about to bring
being
that
is
up.
that
Yep. Here's
they-
$5 to go into the same window he was in.
Right.
Otherwise, you can just walk on this grass hill.
Wait, didn't we go there for like a trip?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was our senior trip. in
Oh,
high
it's so
school.
boring.
By the way, we all know each other from high school. I don't know if we mentioned that at the beginning of the
No, we didn't.
Okay, cool. Anyway,
meant-
continue.
Lame.
Anyways, there's files you can read that the CIA have declassified because they have to now. I think there's like a certain time limit they can have on
Yeah,
holding
It's
stuff.
supposed to be like 50 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And they voted on an extension for it previously, like 20 years. But after the 20 years were up, because they wanted to make it past the year 2000 or something like that. I don't know. They voted on an extension, and now they've come out.
Yeah, but you can read all this stuff, but they do think these certain things happened. They just don't know. So they have multiple reports of ancient alien, well not ancient aliens, but aliens interactions in there. But they also have like JFK stuff.
Whoa,
Yeah, there's
whoa.
you can just look it up.
No,
on their
no, no,
website.
wait.
Just look it up on their website.
No,
They
wait,
have it all in
wait.
there. Yeah.
Shut up for a second.
Hey,
They
Oh,
have,
Don't tell him.
they have reports in the CIA reports
Yeah.
of aliens
Yes, you can read it.
during the
Yeah, but they
JFK
also have
assassination.
No, this
No.
is separate. I'm just saying
Okay, I was
that
like- I
they
was like,
brought
what?
up the JFK assassination because it's in the same file.
Oh,
that
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there's
They've
just a
got
bunch of
aliens,
stuff.
but they've also got JFK stuff.
Okay,
That's more interesting.
So I typed in JFK Ancient Aliens and it popped up with a book.
Ooh.
And I can't tell if it's like two separate parts of the same book or like you're supposed to read it together. But it's called Ancient Aliens and JFK.
Just
the
read
Race to
one
the
word at a
Moon
time.
and the Kennedy assassination.
Oh my
So
god!
I don't know
they
if
did
this
connect
is-
it somehow.
So JFK
But,
found out that there were aliens from the
I
moon
don't know.
landing, and then they killed.
I don't know.
them
He
I'm just
realized-
telling you that
he realized the moon was an alien.
I'm not even saying this stuff that they report is true. I just think they thought they had these things, wrote it down in somewhere, and maybe they became true, maybe not, but they won't tell you.
So what were the alien things that were in this files?
Just like the normal stuff, like the
Oh.
Roswell incidents
Oh,
and all that stuff. All the stuff they said they never looked
might
at.
have happened.
Actually,
Boring.
It happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that happened. We're just
It
gonna.
might be flat. It's definitely flat.
Yeah. Totally flat. I've seen pictures.
Vaccines cause autism.
Oh, bad joke. Bad joke.
Oh,
to do
so this is
publicly.
how.
Not a joke. It's a conspiracy.
So apparently, if we go,
Conspiracies
if
work
we
out.
go to season 12, episode 9 of Ancient Aliens, it's common. It's so many
Holy
more.
shit.
The episode
great.
title
It's a
for
lot-
that
it's very
was
interesting.
JFK silenced.
Ooh.
So it's probably
maybe that was the
JFK had
episode I
info
watched.
on Ancient Aliens, and then
Clearly,
he was killed.
He was going to Dallas to speak to the people about aliens.
I miss the old History Channel where it wasn't fucking bullshit like
Hey,
that.
that was
pawn
that's
shop.
interesting stuff. They teach you a lot of history before they jump into that stuff.
Yeah,
by
they
the
do
way.
teach you some
Admittedly,
It's
I
pretty
did like
the Pawn show. I forgot what Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars.
I did actually.
Porn stars.
I like that. I like that middle ground where they had those shows. They had Ancient Aliens, Pawn Stars, and then they also had like Modern Marvels and Top Gun.
And How
I
It
think
Was
it's Top
Made.
Gun.
I like the How It Was Made videos. Remember those?
What?
How
Yeah.
It Was Made episodes?
Right,
Those
yeah.
were cool.
I love those.
I haven't
Were they the
watched-
one with MythBusters too, or was that?
No, that's Discovery
No,
Channel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are what I was gonna
So
bring up.
you want to make your own conspiracy?
No, not anymore.
Holy shit, that was a tangent.
Yeah.
We went way off of topic.
Look at that creep.
Sal realized that there's enough conspiracy.
Yeah, there's
already.
enough out there. Do you think Kanye will be our next president?
Oh, now I have it. So this is something I
Okay.
heard.
Kill myself.
So
Oh my God.
So I heard someone say it was from some kind of joke, but it was like this guy like woke up from his sleep, dead of night, and he was like, "Oh my God, I just realized aliens can't exist." And his wife was just like, "Honey, how do you know that?" And he was just like, "Because Donald Trump would have tweeted about it by now." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Or maybe they just didn't tell him because he tweeted
You know what?
a lot beforehand.
God damn it, yeah, they probably exist still.
Yeah, because I'm sure they looked. They're like, he just says anything we tell him. Yeah, I mean,
Trump wouldn't have been able to make it into this is the most political we've got on this podcast. Trump wouldn't have been able to make it into office without tweeting all the crazy stuff.
maybe.
And but
7-Eleven was
You
an
don't- you
inside
don't-
job.
You don't understand it. This guy is the smartest man out there, and you guys don't know it yet.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy theory for you.
That sounds like a change my mind topic that one guy does. I've seen his videos a couple times. What's his name?
Steven Crowder.
Steven Crowder.
I've actually
yeah.
just started watching a lot of those, and
They popped up on my list randomly.
me
And
too.
yeah.
Like I was on,
Obviously
I was
paid
like, I've never
promotions.
seen any of these videos. I enjoy those videos actually. They're really interesting to watch him debate.
I mean, it's
I may
just-
not agree with everything.
No one ever gets anywhere though.
Well,
if you,
that's
like-
not his fault.
Well,
a lot of the people he interviews are
yeah, they're pretty
very
aggressive.
emotional.
There's one girl who came on there just screaming over and over.
Which one was that?
It was where he said rape culture was a myth,
Yeah.
changed my mind,
Yeah, I
or
watched
something like
one
that.
too. Yeah.
And she got on there and just screamed. The police walked over like, "Is he doing something to you?"
Yeah, I love the police in that episode. I love the police in that episode. They were, they came over and they were basically like, "Ma'am, you can leave if you want.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be here." And she just got all angry.
Oh, yeah.
I felt a little bad for her because she apparently was a rape victim, and it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But she was not a very good debater. But
Yeah.
as are a
What
lot
was
of
my
people.
point about this?
We were just talking about it. How
Oh, we got political for a second. But anyways, those started popping up on my list, and they're not as bad as I thought they'd be.
YouTube's been doing that lately.
Yeah.
Oh, a weird video that popped up for me was a video about a guy criticizing a girl. What?
What?
Guess which one's mine?
Okay, so Sal just handed me his Pokemon Go app
Subject switch. Thank God. I
because
wasn't
he
going
wanted
anywhere.
to switch the subject, I guess. I'm guessing yours is the penguin.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No one else in this town has a penguin. Not that big.
What
at
the-
least.
penguin in this
I don't know how to segue, so I'm
I
just gonna
don't
hard
either.
segue
There's
to something else.
room for one penguin in this here.
Oh, I have never. Fun fact: I've never actually watched Stranger Things.
Why not?
I watched that for the first time here.
Pretty
I tried
good.
to watch it,
Pretty
and
good, right?
It's way overhyped.
You think so?
I think so.
I love that show.
I watched it, and
All of
the
it?
kids all annoy me. I guess they really do.
They're
Like,
good actors.
I mean, I guess. I just don't know if they're acting or if they're like just being cringy on purpose.
Is she
I-
always pregnant?
yeah.
That's what I said. Okay, so Ali Wong just showed up on the Netflix screensaver we have, and
Well, it says hard knock wife.
she's pregnant in like all of her
Stand-ups.
stand-ups,
Is she?
and I'm wondering like.
I thought it was all just this one.
No,
Are you
no,
you're
this
just
is a
not-
new
Are
one.
you sure you're
This
just not
one's-
seeing
this
clips?
one's a
This is a new one,
Maybe
and
she's
she's
making a bunch in a row and just.
I think that's a conspiracy.
Well,
she's
it's
not really
it's
pregnant.
not a conspiracy.
She's just wearing a pregnancy.
That's just part of
Do you
her
remember
act.
our conspiracy that
Okay, so let me
Katy Perry
explain
and
that.
Juicy J are the same person?
Yeah.
Wait, explain. Support your theory.
Well, they've never been in the same place at the same time.
That's decent evidence, but I want some.
And she tried to cover it up by making a song with herself
Yeah.
featuring air quotes Juicy J.
They sounded the same.
I'm Juicy J.
You don't want to hear our
You're
music.
not
I've never been in the same.
You don't want to hear our music theories.
You never made a song with yourself though.
That's fair.
Confirm though. Katy Perry is also a Juicy J.
I wish you guys knew.
I think I know now.
But
Yeah,
back to
that's pretty
Stranger
straightforward, I think.
Back to Stranger Things. Oh no, back to first. Let's go to the thing we talked about after that.
Ali Wong?
Ali Wong. You do know how that works, right?
No.
You're pregnant for like 9
9
months.
Yeah, but listen,
So
she's been
she was
back-
on tour.
No, here's
so
the thing,
she's
though.
just pretty-
Here's the thing, though.
She's-
I saw her first comedy special 2 years ago.
And she
was
had
pregnant.
The same belly.
She was like
She
that.
You
was-
think maybe
she
she?
was that
You think
pregnant,
she
too.
had?
It's
multiple
possible.
kids.
Maybe.
What's more likely? She had more than one kid when she hated being pregnant,
Well,
or
She marketed herself as a pregnant woman doing stand-up, and so now she has to be pregnant.
which is why she's always
I
standing
think
sideways when she's
that
doing promotional
the reason
pictures.
why you heard about her 2 years ago
Mic
and never
drop.
heard about her till now again is because she had the kid, she wasn't pregnant, she wasn't getting those checks. So she got knocked
pregnant.
up again, waited the amount of time for her to show, and then started boom printing out.
If we
stand-up.
watch that new comedy special, I bet that's what she says.
What?
That she got pregnant to get into the comedy special.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Sal, are you the only one in this room who's watched the Debbie Ryan movie? Or the Debbie
God.
Ryan show?
It was
What's that?
insatiable.
Insatiable.
Yeah, I
was the
watched,
name of the show.
Like,
Oh,
a couple
the
episodes of
spin-off.
That was awful.
Not a spin-off.
Not no the
her Disney
the really
show?
bad character off of like The Office and stuff.
No.
No, that's Kimmy. that's
Sweet Life
that's Kimmy.
on deck.
The Kimmy Schmidt.
The redhead?
The redhead. Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
You didn't like that movie, that show? I watched.
No, I liked her in that show, but I didn't like her TV. I didn't like her TV show. I liked her in The Office, though.
That was my question. You
We
didn't,
talked
you,
about
you didn't
this.
like the Unbelievable Kimmy Schmidt? I liked the first season.
There's a
compared to the second
CGI giraffe.
one. You don't know that that's CGI.
How do you know that's CGI?
Giraffes don't exist, so it has to be CGI.
You're fucking right.
You
Oh
sure
my
it's
god.
not just a regular painting?
Look at them. They're not even reacting to the fact that there's a giraffe in the room.
I think it's
She's
because
clearly holding her hand up to a tennis ball,
probably
and it's just a
chalk
marker for the giraffe for later for post production.
It's probably just chalk.
They didn't even edit it right. The
Yeah.
giraffe is like totally different color.
Nobody knows what we're talking
Super
about.
blurry.
yeah, I don't know why he keeps bringing up the screen.
don't know.
Not even mentioning like.
I guess you could just, well, you don't do editing, so you wouldn't put in the effort to show what we're talking about.
but you couldn't do
would you?
editing.
I think I might have to edit
You
this.
might, you might have to show the pictures of what we're talking about.
Not worth it.
Since we're not recording this on Tuesday and recording it on Sunday, I will have extra time. So
To cut
maybe
out
maybe
parts.
I will
You might-
edit
or maybe
parts.
just cut out.
I will definitely.
Well, how long does this podcast usually last? How long have we
Usually
been
our
talking about
longest
now?
our longest one is like an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, this is the special 10th episode with special guests.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I don't care that it's going longer.
forever.
They filmed season 3 in Kansas City.
Season 3 what?
Queer Eye.
What is Queer Eye?
Oh, really?
What is Queer Eye?
5 gay guys give a makeover.
More
to
than
people.
but it says more than a makeover.
Yeah, because only one of them actually gives.
You
them-
can't fix ugly?
That's the name
What
of the
the-
episode.
So they don't succeed in any of their endeavors?
That's the name. Disclaimer. That's the name of the episode, and it's only because that guy says he's ugly, and he tells them you
Aw.
can't fix ugly,
Aw.
and then they try their best.
He doesn't look ugly from the picture.
I like his beard.
Looks like a normal Kansan.
I mean, he gets a girl, so yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Wow, I know I'm not
Fuck.
gonna watch
I'll
it.
never get to see this show now.
I never get to watch.
It's one episode. People.
Yeah, and it's ruined.
Ruined.
The Good Place.
I have seen like analysis of The Good Place, like analysis videos, and it looks like a really interesting show.
I saw a couple episodes of it, but
The
I didn't
Bear
like it.
Bears.
It's just
Each
not
of them
for me.
is from a different bear species.
We Bear Bears is
Are we
on
just talking
Netflix.
about the
I didn't
Netflix
know that.
listings now?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah,
Should
we
we
are.
just end the
The
podcast?
Netflix show.
Let's go with another subject first, and then we'll
Okay.
like, talk through that. and then
Okay.
we'll end
You
the-
can edit all of this
Seen
out.
this one.
Sal, stop looking at the Netflix.
I'm checked out of this already. I thought we were done.
Let's go with one more subject.
Hey,
Okay,
they're up
I'll be
Shit's
down
Creek
for one
without a
more.
paddle.
Okay, let's go. Who's got a subject? Somebody come up with something that we can talk about.
See, we talked about, I think all the Marvel news I know of.
Which isn't
We
a
talked
lot.
about. Well, it's not really.
Patrick Mahomes is a god.
Who's Patrick
Who-
Mahomes?
The Chiefs quarterback.
I don't know anything about football.
They lost to the Patriots. Get good, Matt.
Yeah, but Tom Brady's also a god, so it's not exactly fair.
Football.
Trademark.
Trade. What is? Who's trademarking all this? Sal. Oh, conspiracy.
Why else do you think I'm in debt?
I
Who's
just thought
giving you money?
Yeah, I thought you were just bad with your money.
Yeah, I
Where are
know.
the royalty checks coming from? So
There's not. No one actually gets
he's in
sued. I don't
debt.
have enough time. One day.
I don't know.
So that lottery, people.
Ken, you should play
Okay.
Dead by Daylight with me more.
Should I play Dead by Daylight with you more?
They have a special
least
Halloween
once a night.
event
Oh, really?
going on, and
Me and Matt will just talk.
Well, in between editing this episode, I might be able to find time.
I think we're gonna go.
why
get
you act
lottery
like this is
tickets.
hard?
It's not hard. I just don't have time.
Lottery tickets. It's up to I guess 1.6.
1.6.
That'd be a good topic, even though you guys didn't want to talk
Let's.
about
Okay,
it.
here we go. Here we go. I have a topic. Here, shut up. Okay, so
Not your idea.
what
What would you do with the lottery money?
what would you do with the lottery money?
Wow, it's almost like you stole it.
I can never tell when you're gonna go off into a tangent, Sal.
That's true.
I started my introduction to the tangent, and you said no, bad.
Okay, let's hear you say it. We'll cut it at that point.
All right, so if you won a different lottery that's not this one,
Not okay. Well, which one?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I was
okay,
trying
I
to
was
prove
like,
Kent
oh.
right that I do go off on tangents, and he never knows.
Oh, should have said something about giraffes again.
Stupid. Anyway.
Yay.
I'm sorry.
He's not.
He's
sorry.
not sorry. So,
He keeps doing it.
so it's about 1.6 billion. So
How much do you get after taxes?
that's what I'm thinking. Probably like 50 million.
Let's pretend like taxes don't factor in.
Let's just make it an even 1 billion.
Okay.
That sounds better, right?
Besides just pay off my debt, honestly, I'd probably just buy a house and chill and just do random stuff maybe once a week. Like I don't really have. People are like, yo, you should totally like use it to invest. I'm like, why? So I can lose all my money? No, fuck that. I just keep it in the bank. Multiple banks, because banks only insure up to a certain amount.
Keep it in a Swiss bank account. They don't take out taxes.
Ooh.
I don't know anything about the Swiss bank.
Isn't that illegal? Isn't that like called money?
No,
like
money,
people use it
tax
for illegal
evasion.
purposes, but
It's called tax evasion,
Kind of, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's why they're always mad at these companies for doing
Tax
it.
evasion
Forget
if you
like
don't
all-
afford it.
Kent's whole plan just went out
Since
the
it's an
window.
anonymous bank
don't know
account.
anything about it.
Who knows
Unless-
if you report it?
But you
Unless-
could move to Switzerland, and then it wouldn't be tax
I
efficient.
have $1 billion, so
Yeah, they'd be like, yeah, come.
Switzerland also taxes people.
Ooh, move next to Switzerland where it's not illegal
I could buy
to
my
put
own
money in
country.
Switzerland.
Go to somewhere where they don't
What
tax
country?
people, like
What?
I'm
Tennessee.
sorry. What country would you buy for $1 billion?
one of the ones you don't hear about.
Sam's country.
Okay.
Monaco for me, since there's like 1 billion people there.
Go buy Syria.
Go buy New China.
I haven't heard of it.
I think it's just Vietnam.
I'll make
That's
it.
the new China, new and fresh.
Can you still buy
extra
countries?
communist.
Could you buy a country if they went up to you?
think so.
Well, if you offer them enough money, would they be like, well, this is kind of a lot
I
of
just
work.
can't help but feel like $1 billion wouldn't be enough.
Would it?
I mean,
Some of these countries are pretty poor.
No, not that poor.
But they're pretty poor. You ever
might be
heard of?
able-
Let me look up the one I'm thinking of. It's a terrible one. I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't buy it. But
Cuba.
just
the one that you would buy, you wouldn't buy it.
no, I wouldn't buy that one. No.
It's terrible. I would never buy it, but I could totally buy it if I
Terrible
wanted to.
rundown. It's basically a lemon car.
All right, so
But
Sam
anyways,
is
yeah,
essentially going to turn into
I
Doctor
would just,
Doom.
I would just chill out. Yeah. I don't know what you guys would do, Matt.
Matt, what would
Wow.
you do?
I would probably build a laser and point it at the moon and get a new $1 billion. But that's just
What is
me.
it? What?
Threaten the
Hold
world
on.
to give him another $1 billion.
How would he-
Otherwise, he'll blow up the moon.
But he
That
can't
was
return to
simple,
Earth
guys.
then, because then he'd be a
No, he didn't
fugitive.
build it on the moon. He's
Right.
pointing it at the moon.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
I've
then they
also
would
got-
lock him up for threatening to destroy the world.
They can't lock me up because I got a pool filled with sharks, so I'm unstoppable now.
I think
Okay,
he's trying to be
moving
Doctor
on.
Evil.
Sal, what would you do with $1 billion?
Not what Matt said, but similar to what you said. Pay off my debt, probably buy a house, finish my college degree because I actually still want to fly. And then, I think I'd probably invest half and then use the other half to do whatever I want
I mean, it
until
is
it
$1
runs
billion,
out.
I guess.
And then I would just,
Plenty.
what I would want to do is just live off the interest basically.
I mean, hell, $100,000 would fix all my problems. Like, just give me that much, please.
So,
I saw
Yeah.
someone won $4 off the Mega Millions when I was in the gas station. They scanned the ticket and she's like, "You won $4," and he was like, "Winner!"
Ken?
He just bought another lottery ticket.
Okay, so
Go for that.
I think mine is more similar to Sal's and less similar to Matt's.
Even less. I would build another moon.
I would.
Oh, fun fact.
Build a shark out of pools.
China's actually considering building another moon. Heard that yesterday.
That is a whole nother topic.
Yeah, it is a whole
Holy
other topic.
shit.
But continue with yours.
Anyway. Well, mine's not gonna matter now because China's building a new moon. Okay, so
was my idea.
what I would do is I would pay off all my debts, all my student loan debts. I would probably start paying for my own shit because like I'm too poor to pay for a lot of stuff, and my parents help me out.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm a fucking spoiled white boy.
Oh.
But I'm not that spoiled. But like I would start paying for my own shit. I would
Okay.
I would help my mom pay off whatever debt she has left at her store, which she's paying off well, by the way. She isn't like in like major debt. She's
Does
just
she have
just
good
how.
business?
Yeah, she does. That's how. Yeah, she's still like paying off mortgages and stuff. I
Oh.
think.
Bought a card from her.
Nice.
Thanks
I
for
almost
supporting.
bought a-
You
Thank
bought
for
like a birthday card or something, or like a wedding card or whatever. Okay, birthday card.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, the card was in Manhattan.
Oh, gotcha.
I never actually gave it.
Is
to
that
you.
it?
I was about to say you've never given me a card in your
I
life,
never
man.
actually gave it to you.
But no, so I would
I swear I did the birthday card.
I would pay that stuff off. I would pay my parents' house off. I would I'd put half of it in the bank first of all, and then all that stuff could still be taken care of with the other half of the billion. I don't know. I'd probably give my friends like $1 million each.
Oh.
So like everybody in this room would probably have $1 million.
Okay. I didn't consider my friends at all in that.
Yeah.
I did.
So,
Neither did I.
Been around since
I think
forever.
yeah, like you guys are safe,
I
but
would consider it now.
Maybe I'd hire one of you guys as mini moves.
I don't know,
Doubtful.
less of doing, like giving money. It'd be like, Sam, hey, here's enough to pay off your debt. Kind of
I'd just give you a solid mill. It's whatever.
Okay, that's cool too.
Yeah.
not enough.
His gambling has gotten way out of control.
Debt is
You're gonna hand it to me. I'm gonna turn around and be like, I'm out of money.
like what? And I still have a little bit of debt.
But yeah, I'd live off the interest too. That's a good plan. And probably for a whole year.
Would you need the interest though? Is the question. You have $1 billion. Would it last you that long?
Well, that's
It
what I'm
should,
saying.
but
Like,
the point
500
is
mil.
So it'll last your kids too.
Oh,
Yeah,
screw
yeah.
that.
fuck
Screw your
Jason.
kids.
Oh yeah, I would definitely.
He's gonna have plenty.
I would definitely put like $1 million away for each potential kid. So like, like
17
three, like three,
Shit, I'm out of money.
like 3 million kids. 3 million kids.
3 million kids.
$3 million.
Genghis
One for
Kong this
one
shit.
for one for the max amount of kids that Megan will let us have.
Let.
Oh my god, so that kind of reminds me. Sorry, can't.
That's fine. I was done.
Okay.
I'm gonna do all
Sam,
this
do you remember?
stuff
Do you?
with my-
Shut up. Sam, do you remember when I brought up? I think it was like, would you rather have like $10,000 or something like that, but you could never masturbate again, or or flip side, every time you masturbate, you get $10.
Well,
Something like that. I think it was a bigger amount than 10,000, but it was like a big lump sum.
well.
Or you could just be like,
anytime you need money, you would just.
Do you have to finish?
yeah.
Well, you could.
I can only do that like.
I would do the get.
It's only like $100 a day. That's only like $7 a week. That's not
Do
that
ghost loads count?
No,
Ew.
Well, that's still an orgasm.
I didn't say
Oh
orgasm.
my god.
What do you mean? I said finish.
Full on masturbate, like
I kn-
the whole shebang, start to finish.
Yeah, ghost loads are when you finish without any semen or anything.
Well, then it doesn't count.
Why
Okay,
not?
That's what I'm asking.
I thought
If
that
you
would
can't
count.
get someone pregnant from your orgasm,
Okay,
it doesn't count.
that
Okay,
steps up the
is that better?
difficulty.
Yeah.
I guess.
I never had a ghost orgasm though. Fun fact.
That's when you
I guess.
masturbate too much in a day.
I know what it is.
I don't know.
Oh.
That, I don't know
Okay.
anything
I-
about that.
I'm kind of scared of ghosts. So. What?
Piss off, ghost.
That's not piss.
To answer the question.
Oh, so hang on, bring Matt up to speed. Would you rather have like a huge lump sum? We'll send 10 million. No, 10 million's too much.
Yes.
That would make me want to do
Yeah.
that and not the other thing.
Let's go 100 million or 100,000. 100,000 lump sum, tax free. Or every time you masturbate, you get $10. Full on masturbate.
$100,000 easy.
Stupid.
Well, the previous question was 10,000.
Yeah.
$10,000.
But I had to up it up
easy,
because
yeah.
like 10,000's like.
I mean, that lump sum you invested,
You can
pretty
get that
soon
in, like,
it's like
100
you're
days.
masturbating all the time.
Because like the 10,000, you
Yeah.
could get like if you masturbate 10 times a day, That's $100 a day. You only have to do that 100 days, and you already got 10,000.
How do you have time to do that?
How do you have the fucking stamina, dude?
10 times?
10
Wake
times
up.
a day, every day for however long it takes? For
I
100
think
days?
the money would give me the stamina.
Yeah, once you figure out your power,
I don't.
He's like, oh
I don't
shit,
get
where did
horny
this?
off getting
Like the
rich.
load just turns into dollar bills. You're like, oh,
Whoa!
it's like all over your face. It's just like, oh, okay. I mean, this isn't bad anymore.
Is this really how we're gonna end the podcast?
That's
Yes,
almost
that
enough
is
to pay
all,
for my
folks.
cab ride home.
Yeah, this is a great note to end on.
All right. Well,
thank you, Sammy, and
this-
thank you, Matt,
this-
for being here.
This went in no direction I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to be the only guest. I thought this was going to be a simpler process.
Matt thought this was
I didn't
drinking
think
and
half the
playing
conversation
games.
would get cut. But yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, honest, I had no idea any of this was gonna happen. Wow.
I
was
scheduled Sammy, and the rest was out of my hands. So, Sammy,
Do you have like outro music you can play?
yeah, I have outro music.
Just sad, depressing orchestra.
Do you want us to start the outro?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
The outro music has to be like within 20 seconds of the end of the video or something to
Oh.
put the and YouTube's all complicated now, so it's whatever.
Okay.
But
Well, goodbye everyone.
yeah, okay. Thanks
Goodbye.
guys for being here.
Thank
See
you, all 18 people
all 18
for watching.
people. Yeah.
You have 15 subscribers now,
Yay! Last
so
time I
it's
checked,
like
we
a
only
double
have 13.
milestone.
That's
15
awesome.
and episode 10.
That's awesome.
Anyways, bye everyone.
Yep. Bye. See ya on episode 11.
Oh, we have 16.